hate puppies.
Good podcast.
Boom. I feel threatened.
Is there a better Doc Holliday than Keanu Reeves?
I just like that one.
Negative Ghost Riders.
it's a great
not.
I can't help it. You are the king of getting. You are the IMDb of our crew. That
Of
one,
course.
That one is
There was a glitch.
not spot on.
There was a glitch there.
Thank goodness. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House. Week
Good
1,412.
Something
whatever.
crazy.
We're up there.
Whatever it
What are
may
we?
be.
We've got to be up in the 160 range now. Over 3 years?
Yeah, 4 years, I think. Well, I mean, we're headed towards that fourth
Yeah.
year, right?
Getting up there.
Certainly. I like how we celebrated the hell out of year one.
Yeah. It petered out.
And then we
right
just-
after that.
We just stopped celebrating, unfortunately. I guess that's just how it goes. It's like our guests.
Yeah.
They dwindle. We got to get on that train.
We do. We need some more
Yeah.
guests.
The guest train.
Yeah, the guest train. I'm not talking about jeans. Guest with a T.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't need any
So
more.
I wore my guest jeans for nothing then?
I didn't
Never
even
for
notice.
nothing.
That's adorable.
That's the problem. You never notice.
Who's our
Oh.
boy? Go ahead.
You mentioned that hating puppies. So I got this new kitten. You all heard that story?
Yeah.
I hate puppies.
I think you
Yeah,
talked
that
about the
one
kitten, right?
there. Yeah, we did. But
How's it going?
just a reminder about why I don't like cats. I fucking hate cats. Now, I hear that they'll get better like when they
Come
get
around.
smarter, but I just don't like the fact that they have you can't talk to them.
You can't call
You
them.
can't say, "Hey, don't do that." You
Yeah.
can't say, "Hey, come here." They're just in fucking cloud in space.
Yeah.
And just existing in your home. It's almost like, what joy do you get out of them just
Yeah.
ignoring you all day long?
I guess the joy is every now and then they'll come up and lay on you.
When they're hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll come get theirs when they need it.
But isn't that basically what a dog is?
No.
Now, a dog craves your affection.
Dog just wants to be loved all the time.
Well, yeah.
And you can say,
But-
"Hey, bud, come here," and he's all happy to see you.
Yeah. But they still just want your attention and food.
They want your attention.
But not your attention. They want someone's attention. That's what gets me.
Yeah, that's
You
why a
take
dog
that
will
d-
stay with a homeless man
Yeah,
forever.
That's not so true. I mean, it is true because that will happen. But at the same time, if you've been gone overseas and you come home, that
Yes.
dog goes apeshit when it sees you.
Agreed.
You know, same thing. But yeah, you go. The
dog's
dog's in the shelter. It doesn't matter who he goes to. He's gonna. Yeah. So I guess we both are.
Yeah, he's like, I love the way that guy sticks a needle in his arm and sleeps all day. That's my
Yeah,
shit.
that's
that
right.
dude is
What
great.
are we doing today, man?
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah.
I'd do anything for that guy.
Exactly.
It's fun sitting out here in the corner all afternoon.
Right.
It's great.
The best.
Exactly. This guy rules. He smells different than all the others.
I can pick him out from miles away. It's cool.
Right.
The thing about cats, though, it's funny. I was having this conversation with a listener the other night, and he was like, I just hate cats. Like, he's got this cat that wanders over to his house, and he's like, what are the rules on shooting it? He's like, he's on my property.
I think
And
it's
I'm like,
frowned upon.
well, that's kind of. I tried to explain
Will
that
you
to him.
stand your ground?
Yeah, exactly.
It's an attack cat.
That's exactly. He was in my property,
Assault cat.
staring at me,
Yeah.
looking like he wanted my kibble.
Charged me.
Yeah.
Dude, my neighbors, there's cats all in my neighborhood that shit up my flower beds and get all up on my cars and stuff.
Well, I've told you about my squirrely prospector neighbor. That motherfucker's got like 20 of them
yeah.
running around the woods and
The
shit.
thing about cats, though, that is, they are killers. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded.
absolute efficient killers, and I respect watching that. They go out all day and kill.
But most of the time, you don't watch shit. You just they just bring it to you. You don't get to see them in the fucking hunt.
Well, and it's
you
pointless.
can if you just sit outside and watch your
It's
cat.
pointless killing, though.
But that's what makes them so great. They are like cold-blooded, all day long killing. The best kill I ever saw, we had our cat Bandit. He came home, and I walk outside my door, and there is a decapitated cardinal.
Hooker.
Which is yes.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
pulls up in a Cadillac, pops the trunk, and it's just full of hookers.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Hey, look at all these dead hookers in these trunks.
I come outside and I look down and there's a
You drive a Cadillac?
I get it.
Get it?
That's horrible.
What?
So there's a decapitated
Nice one, Dad.
cardinal sitting there, and I'm like, oh snap, look at that. And then I look a few feet to the left, and there's a pile of vomit with the cardinal's head, like a cherry
nice.
on top. And I was like, that's a killer kill. Like, I like that. He ate the head, tried to eat it, puked it up, was like, all right, I've had enough.
Yeah. Let me go kill something else.
He'd do that to you if you were small enough.
Exactly.
He would. And if you die and like the cat's there in the house, he's going to start eating you before the dog, but don't think the dog's not going to join in after a while.
Yeah.
But the
That cat's pretty smart. Let me get over here and get in on this.
you're like, oh, that is good.
Yeah. He's not hungry.
It is weird that like people are freak out when dogs are let loose, you know. But like your cat can just roam wherever the hell it wants, whenever it wants. It's like that shouldn't be allowed, right? Like your cat
Isn't
shouldn't be
part
able
of
to,
that. I feel like part of that's because you can't really catch a cat.
You can't, but like I've seen cats just like, you know, in the cold months, you pull your car up and cat sits on the hood. Like you drive nice cars. You want a cat just sitting on your hood? You know?
No,
Like, no,
not at all.
But like, how do you stop that? Like you said, you can't catch it.
You don't
can't-
have cats.
You can't shoot it. Well, you don't have them, but like, say your neighbors do, right? Or
Oh.
your prospector neighbor's got a whole fleet of them over
Right.
there.
I have a dog that keeps the cats away.
Yeah,
That is the
better have it
advantage.
on a chain. Better have it leashed.
None of that.
It is interesting, though, because you can have a 10-pound dog the same size as a cat, and people freak out.
Oh yeah.
It's crapping in my yard. My cat's been crapping in your yard all day long.
What I don't understand with the dog thing, and your dog's really good about this, and my dog was great about it too, is I don't get these people who have these quote-unquote amazing dogs that they love like their children, but yet you give that fucker 1 inch, and it's off. It's gone. And it's
Yeah.
never to be seen again.
Right.
And I'm like, first off, how smart is the dog? I mean,
And do you really want that dog? Because that's a pain in my ass to
Yeah.
be chasing a dog and worrying about a dog.
dude, I see people post online all the time. I've lost my dog. Where's my dog? And I'm like,
I lose my shit when I'm like walking up to the front door and the dog is through the glass staring at me, barking its ass off like I'm a fucking criminal. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're fucking retarded.
Yeah.
I'm right here looking at you. Ruff! Like, oh my God. I hate
This
puppies.
is your dog?
Yes. Staring right at me.
and he's trying to get your attention.
No.
Trying to
He's
attack
trying
you.
to. He's barking at me like I'm the
Bad guy.
I just came
Oh,
to the
like you're
bad
the
guy. I came to the door to kill everybody. He's barking at me through the glass. I'm like, it's me, asshole.
The one that lets you live here and feed you?
Yeah.
You know me?
I bought you that bed. Remember me?
Right.
I'm the cool guy. Remember?
Bald head. Same dude that's here all the time.
Yeah. I
And
just
then
don't-
it's like he gets his look in his face like, oh, that's you, motherfucker.
I was ready though.
Never
you saw
mind.
me.
Yeah,
I was ready.
yeah. Do I get some kind of credit?
Yeah. Half credit or something.
Yeah.
Your dog is a little bit like that, though. Your dog's got a little of that craziness in it.
She's a little neurotic. She's got that anything that's everything the leaves are out to kill us all.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like just
Just protecting.
neurotic. Yeah. But she's getting better as she's mellowed out a lot more. I went to, oh my God.
Ooh, topic out of nowhere, I see.
I went to my brother's.
Let's set it up. Hey, Illy, did you do anything the other day?
I went to my brother's baby shower, went back to his girlfriend's parents. They got two dogs that are like 17, so fucked up. They got
Like they're old dogs.
yeah. They're like little black miniature poodles.
Oh.
One of them licks the air like a lizard and has done it for years.
Just always licking.
Oh,
And
my
not
God.
just like a little out, like all the way out and all the way in. We're just sitting there talking, and my man's
And they're
he's
acting like it's-
lizarding the whole time. Like it's all quiet. We're in there, except you hear this.
Oh, my God.
My man's lizarding the air. That's exactly what he's doing. And they're like,
That's
the vet's
weird.
got no clue what it is. So it's some kind of a tick or something, and there he is, like lizarding the fucking air.
Keeps them young.
Other one's got a gimped ass leg and it's spinning tires on the hardwood floor. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
Dude, so I don't know how. I don't think I sent you guys this video. This happened back July 4th weekend. It's down at my sister's place in Virginia Beach, and her neighbor's dog, little hairless chihuahua, comes walking over. And I took a video of it, so you'll have to watch it. Have you seen this? Have I shown this to you?
No, but hairless Chihuahua. Immediately, I was like, I'm not
Dude,
interested in
look
this dog.
at this thing and please describe it to the listeners.
Okay. It's on 2 legs.
Okay, yeah, he's standing up. Wait a minute.
What is that?
Oh my
Nuts
God,
around
he's
his
got a
neck?
nutsack on his neck.
What is that?
It looks like a softball hanging off
It's
his
like
neck.
the thing that people get to hang from their hitch on their vehicle, the nuts.
Yeah, that's exactly
Truck
what it
nuts.
looks like.
Truck
Like
nuts.
someone
He's
put
got
truck
a set
nuts,
of truck nuts hanging off
but
his
it's
chest.
coming out of his neck. Like,
Yeah, it's-
that
Oh,
is-
so that's not like a necklace y'all put on for jokes.
That's a tumor.
Y'all
That's
couldn't
like-
get some fucking DeWalt Sawzall and
Dude.
nip that motherfucker off?
So I heard that it's the neighbor's dog, and I heard that they said where it is, it's like they can't take it off.
Oh, because there's like a main artery
Yeah,
runs
yeah,
through
yeah.
it or something?
And I'm like,
Then put
And
it
then
down.
duct tape it to
that's
his
what
belly.
I'm saying. Get a shirt or something to compress
Yes.
it. I mean, that thing is like,
It's bigger than his head.
yeah, and it's almost hitting the ground.
Yeah.
So
it's
walking
like
is
those dudes
difficult.
who got those giant nuts.
Yeah,
And they have to like get a special cart to haul them around.
exactly. He's a wheelbarrow for the.
Right.
I mean, it is. It
It
was
was me and my nuts.
And I'm like, I'm just supposed to act like that's a normal dog and just come up and let it pet it and just hang out with it. Like, no, it's weird as shit.
No,
I
it's
feel
a
like the
normal
people
dog.
with the big nuts are always in like India. I've never seen one around here. Have you ever seen one in an airport or anything where you've just been like, holy giant nut man? Have you ever seen one?
No, it's always in some third world country.
Yeah,
so you gotta
exactly.
wonder if
Same
it's,
thing with like the wolf man. All the
Yeah,
motherfuckers
yeah,
are
yeah.
in weird ass countries.
it's got to be a cleanliness issue, like something.
Clearly.
You're saying healthcare. A lack of
I
healthcare
sure
is
as hell ain't
involved.
tonguing them motherfuckers.
No, that's how it spreads.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happened to that dog. Now he can't stop licking the air.
Yeah. You should have seen this motherfucker lizarding the air. Non-stop.
And they just don't see it anymore.
Nothing at all. I'm like,
He's just all you.
and it
Yeah,
was
after
so
17 years.
Yeah, dude. I've also realized though that like when I'm meeting and hanging out with new people, that I've got this weird podcast curse where all I do is crack jokes. You know what I mean? Like,
I do that more now.
All the
It's
time.
I'm constantly busting
Yeah.
balls or moving in for the joke, and I'm like, that's a direct result of the
like
dang
they
podcast.
were like, yeah, the dog was our son's, and I was like, and he returned it because it was defective.
He kept the receipt and
Yes,
gave it back.
right. Yeah, y'all keep this motherfucker. Thank you.
That reminds me, I was over at a buddy's house. Good God, this was over 10 years ago, and he had this dog, and it was just walking around the house, just licking the carpet, just walking circles around the house, just licking the carpet,
Yeah.
and he was paying no attention to it, and it was like the sound, and it was just like nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
to me. I was like, do something with your dog, dude. What's it doing? He's like, what's the problem? I'm like, it's wandering around the house licking the carpet. Like,
Right.
this is weird. This isn't normal dog activity.
No, dude, the sound.
Yeah.
Angela knows, like dog, for some reason, mouth sounds in general.
Yeah.
Dog
Yeah, they
mouth
gross
sounds
me out.
send me through the fucking roof. I'm
Yeah.
like in the middle of the night if that fucker's. Shut the fuck up!
I made the mistake of giving everyone in my family gum the other day.
Oh,
and
oh,
like,
no.
We're driving along.
Jacob
and
and I get into it over that.
there was no music in the car for some reason, and I'm just hearing a chorus of.
Oh, my
He's
God.
I
had to
was
throw
like,
his last
what
3
is
pieces
this?
of gum out the window because he can't stop cowing that shit.
Because you're like,
Yeah.
chewing your mouth shut.
Right.
Or it's over.
He's got his headphones on too, so he's like,
Oh, yeah. Huh?
What?
Yeah.
Last warning, or it's going out the window. Okay.
Yeah, negative 3
Yeah.
seconds, and he's doing it again.
Exactly.
He's not even finished saying K, and it's
Yeah.
already popping in his mouth again.
Dude, this past week I got to do something pretty cool. I've been hanging out in Atlanta, which is like my second home as of late. It's ridiculous.
ATL.
So much time. I
Cruising
finally
on the MARTA.
I did rock the MARTA quite a bit this past week. My buddy insisted on taking the MARTA. You know John.
Of course he did.
And he was like, no, we take the MARTA. It's a good deal. I got this. And then
Please tell me he knows all the people on the MARTA. I bet you he
no,
does.
he's like telling
Mike,
me.
Scott, what's going on?
That's right.
He was like,
Dude, there's one in Urbana. There's a shuttle to and from Bethpage to Urbana. And apparently there's a old dude and his son that just ride that shit all day long. Like that. I think,
Okay, for
as
the-
fucked up as it sounds, I think
They're not-
the old man has some kind of something,
Issue?
whether dementia or
Yeah.
Alzheimer's, and it's like,
or
calming.
unlimited MARTA card.
Well, for
But
those
no, we get on, and the people that we're with were like, they were on this when we came down here
4 hours
2
ago.
years ago. No, literally 2 years ago. Like they're always on.
Okay,
this thing.
for those that aren't in the know, the MARTA, most people know what that is. It's a huge subway train
Transit.
station.
Yeah, the Metropolitan
Ely's
Atlanta Regional Transit
What
Authority.
Ely's talking about is a shuttle that runs from Nowheresville to Nowheresville.
It's like a 1 mile loop. There's only one vehicle
And one stop.
It's a trolley,
Oh no!
and dude just sits on it. Him and I guess his son hangs out with him sometimes.
Take care of him.
Yeah, just to hang out with him.
Just eating up seats, man.
Yeah, well, there's
You know, somebody's like, I want to get on this
yeah,
thing.
empty as shit. Yeah, like hey, you again.
Dude,
You know, just hold a jar out,
Right.
right? Like,
Yeah.
people just throw
yeah,
money
put a
in
jar there. Why not?
there. Yeah.
Or he's maybe trying to creep on the driver. That's what I was wondering.
Or he just keeps missing
Slow
his stop.
playing for 4 years.
Exactly. One day this is gonna work out. Yeah. I went up to the next seat. Last week I moved up a seat.
He's making his move.
Slowly.
Yeah, my boy insisted on it. He was like, "We're gonna take it." He's like, "I ride it all the time. I know it." And he's like, "Don't worry. There's never like homeless people messing with you until dark." And I was like, I wasn't worried, but
Yeah.
I haven't been on the
thanks
MARTA
for
in
pointing
20
it out.
years. So I'm
Dude, we
curious
got
to
on
see.
there immediately. Dude comes walking up with a handwritten piece of paper that he's like
I got these
photocopied 100
cheeseburgers. Yeah.
times, and he's like,
Got your spiel.
He's like, it's a Bible. Would you like a Bible? And he hands us
Little pocket one.
like 6 pages that he's handwritten. It's like Genesis to
Oh,
Exodus.
yeah. Book of Eli.
Whoa.
Yeah. And he was like this ain't the King James Bible.
Yeah.
This
Right.
is like homeless Fred's Bible.
LeBron James Bible.
Yeah. And so the dude like immediately hitting us up, and he's like, "Well, that was weird. I haven't had that." We got accosted by homeless people the whole time, and then my boy just completely misses our turn, like misses our stop.
Oh,
I'm like, "Why am I
God.
riding with you? You said you had this all
Down
knocked."
pat.
I was like, "Yeah, man. If you know where to go, like, let's go. It sounds easier."
Well, you had to ride it because there's no other form of transportation in large cities that
Yeah,
can get
in
you from point A
Atlanta.
to point B.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
Lyft or
I was like,
Uber.
we should walk. It certainly took exactly how long it would have taken to walk.
Yeah.
Because we just kept screwing everything up. And then I went
Perfect.
to my favorite bar, Vortex, and finally I've been going in there, and I keep popping in and I keep talking to the bartender, and I'm just like waiting, for finally like to be a regular in this bar in Atlanta. And she finally remembered me this time.
Oh, really?
She was like, "How you doing?" She's like, "How are things in Richmond?" I was like, "Hey, I have made it. Samantha, it's good to see you. Your tip
Nice.
just went up."
nice.
From 100% to 200%.
It's right.
You got it. But we did this thing, man. That we went out for like a team building event. They took us to a place called Bad Axe Throwing. And it's Axe, AXE.
Gotcha.
Holy shit! Have you guys ever done axe throwing?
No.
I mean, I've
Never even heard
played
about
around.
it. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I don't think
obviously.
everybody's done that.
This is
Where I
like,
grew up, it's kind of.
I can't believe they can
Yeah.
even offer this.
Apartment complex.
It's like this industrial warehouse place,
Medieval
and
times.
they've got plywood and then like fence in between like the lanes, like your chain link fence.
Dude, that sounds dangerous as shit.
So dangerous. And then
Why?
on the plywood, they have like the bullseye, because people can like go in and people aren't paying attention, and you're swinging them back behind your head and then chucking them. And it's like
and they bounce off.
they bounce like crazy, because unless you keep it perfectly end over end,
Yeah.
if it twists at all, it's just bouncing off that wall. I threw some because I just got beast fuck strength. Like, I'm just an idiot. And like, I had some bounce all the way back to my feet, like coming
Wow.
off of that thing, like spinning through the air.
You got to sign waivers and all that fun shit.
They make you sign all kinds of waivers. And the force that an axe hits a wall with,
Oh, it's with a thud.
oh my God. And I guess the best trick to do it is you hold it behind your back with your back arched all the way back, so the axe is touching your back, and you stand forward, and then you use your body
Your
to,
core
to
muscles.
throw it. Yeah, it's not an arm throw.
There's fucking technique for everything.
Yeah.
These fucking wizards that specialize in this dumb shit are the ones that are like, no. Like, just take me back to curling. You're
Yeah,
like, you gotta do
exactly.
it this way.
Yeah.
This is the way. And you're
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
It's like the Fosbury flop of axe throwing.
right.
Yeah.
Touch your back with the axe. It gets this centrifugal ism with it.
So
It works best.
He wasn't wrong though. Like when I started getting my cord into it, it's like wham! I'm like, oh my god!
That's
Like
awesome.
look at the force. I hit.
you're an
one.
athlete.
Yeah.
I am an athlete. Thank God.
Yeah.
I hit one where I actually hit a bullseye and split all the wood, like
entire
all
building?
the way up. I was like, dang. Well, because they
The whole
have,
back of the
It's
wall.
probably never happened before.
No.
No.
I didn't think so.
Is that why they took your picture?
No, they almost took my picture for apparently one of the biggest fuck ups that has ever occurred in bad axe throwing. I went back and I was giving it everything I had, and I'm coming over, and I guess I released it way early in my throw. Skied it. Like
bowling ball through the drop ceiling and shit.
Something about an athlete.
It went up. It must have been 20, 25 feet up. Wham! And up there, down where you're supposed to hit it, they have the plywood, and then they have wood on top of that.
Yeah, that
and
they
then
can, like,
another
replace.
piece of wood that they can replace. Up there, it's just plywood.
It's like the dartboard when there's no cork. You get the drywall.
I put that axe clean into the wall. Like,
Did it stay up there?
yeah, the head went through, so like the handle's like hanging out, and it's like way up there, and the dude just stops and
Somebody
everybody,
go help the athlete on
Yeah.
lane 3.
Dude, he just stared at me. It was like, had this look on his face, like, this is how people die, dude. Like, you got to focus here. And then
That sounds like-
that's why our insurance is so high, because of
That's
fucking
what-
retards like you.
But that sounds like that's on them. Like, you should have a way to prevent that axe from going that high, honestly.
I guess you don't want it to bounce off
like
anything.
midgets
though,
up
so
there to catch them.
You're always
On
thinking.
a trapeze.
Oh,
Yeah,
is there another way?
No.
Yeah.
well, yeah, they're not going to just reach up.
Yeah. It could be a tight wire.
Yeah.
Oh
But it might snap the wire.
Where they have the thing that they, like the long baton that they hold to keep their balance.
It could be they could be like in
Oh my
rappelling
God.
gear
A
on
midget
tight
circus
wire.
act up top while you're
No.
throwing axes.
Better.
Oh, my God.
Couple midgets in harnesses, like they're rappelling, clipped in.
Like
and
Mission
Hooters
Impossible?
waitresses sliding them across the wire
With
to catch.
orders.
Yeah. Well,
Of
two
course
birds.
it- Yeah, right.
That goes without saying.
We got one in the drywall.
Lane 3.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
Yeah.
In order of wings.
That's right.
While I'm up here,
Here comes Vern Troyer.
dropping wings down to you.
Yeah.
And here's your axe and your wings.
I hope they don't hear this in Atlanta because we got a good business plan.
Yeah. Midget Retrieval Axe Throwing Company.
Yeah.
Should be good.
I
But
think we
this
could
guy,
come up with a better
Order
name.
taking.
this guy,
Sounds like a mouthful.
Yeah.
Reminder, don't let Brendan name the restaurant.
You're out, dude. You're out. You're fucking it up.
Yeah, midget retrieval restaurant order takers.
Guy.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
Happy hours on Tuesdays.
No, but
7.
seriously, why can't they put a cage up top to prevent the ship from flying up there or something?
You would. I honestly thought it was going to go through and kill someone on the other side. I was mortified at myself. And then he went and grabbed this like marker, and then he like looked at where it was, and then he put the marker back, and then grabbed this big ass ladder, and he goes, "Usually we like to send the people up there
To
to
get
sign it." And he's like, "But that one's so high up, I don't feel comfortable sending you up there."
This place sounds really unsafe.
Sounds awesome.
It was, and there was like boxed wine and the like sitting back here, and
So
like,
did the cages that split the lanes go floor to ceiling? So like when you were retrieving this axe out of the wall, or he was like someone else couldn't hit him?
it was probably like 10 feet tall.
So no.
Yeah, not all the way up.
So you have to
And
stop all the other
there's
lanes
Two
while he's
lanes
getting your axe?
exposed at a clip. And
Uh-huh.
so those walls are only every 2 lanes, all the way the length of it. And then there's boxed wine back there, and one of the girls is like, "Hey, can we drink that?" And he was like, "Oh, that was left over." He's like, "So, I mean, it's not."
Sure.
It's not for sale.
Yeah, he's like, "It's not. It's
We
not.
can't sell
It's not
liquor
ours."
here.
And he's like, "And we don't have any cups." And then like a minute later, he's like, "Oh, I guess there's some cups right there." Like he just walked out, and put some down. So now we're getting plowed, throwing axes. We're like, this is really, really safe.
What's it cost?
Was it not
I don't
a
know.
bar?
No, it's a warehouse. With
so this isn't a place you go to eat and throw axes. You just go here
no,
to throw
you
axes?
just go there to throw axes.
Oh.
There's
Oh,
nothing
that's
else
next
going
level.
on.
There are various axes to throw?
All different weights and sizes, and like there's the little hatchets all the way to like beast
Some
fucking
like medieval
axes.
blade on both sides type shit?
Yeah, and you figure it out though. Like you figure out kind of.
They got any of the big ones that you double hand?
I mean, the ones I was using were probably about, I'd say, a 2.5 foot handle with a just a standard axe head on it with like the flat back. That turned out to be my
It's like a normal wood chopping axe.
yeah. But it's like you learn like either depending on how you rotate, like in your natural throw, if you're better suited for a big axe, a little axe, whatever it may be. So I had like the second to largest axe was about the right amount of rotation from where I was, and it's all about finding where you stop on your lunge and the axe.
Did you get a workout in?
Well, it's Atlanta. It's not air conditioned.
Yeah.
So I would certainly say I was sweating, which probably
Were you
didn't
sore the next
help.
day?
I don't recall. I was pretty hungover.
What? So your company paid for it. That's why you don't know how much it cost.
Yeah, and then like my company is mostly women, like in the sales organization, and we did practicing for a little while, and then 80-90% of the people just like left.
Yeah, because that doesn't sound fun.
Because there were so many people back there that it was kind of intimidating, like with all the axes going, and you're kind of crowded around.
Whose idea was
that's
this?
a horrible idea.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun.
Yeah,
For
the
you.
10% of yous.
Well, that's it. Everyone left except for 5 of us. And the 5 of us are the ones who sat around and ended up playing like 21 and
You know
like
who loved
different
that?
games.
That company, because they got the $1,000 or whatever and didn't get any the wood used up or
Horrible
axes.
idea. Horrible
Yeah.
team building.
Yeah, you guys are tighter now?
The 5 of us certainly are.
Right.
The 5 of us who stuck around were tight. And then when we went back, all the rest of them were sitting around hammered at a bar. So I would say it was effective team building.
Yeah, the bar part.
Yeah, exactly. That's what got them.
I know what whoever did that was thinking. Oh, this is new. It'll be cool because it's new.
Yeah.
It's like no one thought anything past that. They were like, it's hot and new. Because I think that one of those places has recently opened up here in Richmond.
I heard that.
I heard that after you sent us.
It's worth checking out for sure. Like it is, but I would do it with a small group. Like there was one group on the other side, probably like a small bachelor party group or something, probably like 6 dudes. That was a good sized crew for them to be sitting around playing games and like trying all kinds of shit. But guys eventually start doing trick shots, like chuck it under your legs and stuff.
You do the midget in a dunk tank, and you got to cut the rope with the axe.
Yes.
That.
Do you put bulletproof glass in front of him though, so if the axe hits the glass?
No, he's like over here.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
he's
he's just on a
somewhere.
rope with a
he's
pulley.
somewhere safe, and you just have to try
You
to
could have the
Yeah,
rope
yeah,
like
you're breaking
running
the rope.
across all the
Exactly.
lanes.
First one to dunk the midge
Wins.
nails it.
So that's actually a really good idea. I'm willing to get behind.
Whoa,
this.
whoa. Run that back because you're acting like our first ideas weren't grand slams.
Yeah.
The Mission Impossible Hooters thing. Yeah, that's not sustainable. Midgets flying in front of axe
Hey,
throws.
look.
Eventually, someone's going to die.
Not in front of yours.
Yeah, because you're the dummy who can't.
Throw it correctly.
Yeah.
I think I'm
We're talking
probably
about like a whole, kind of like a canopy system where they're shuttling across the top while you're
Yeah.
throwing down below.
And we could always stop the throws while they get shot across.
For sure.
That's what you say.
Yeah.
That was the biggest problem they were having is trying
Or
to.
they could scale the cages. Either way.
That would be good.
Kind of, I guess it would be a scamper.
Well, I'm sure someone also said no dummy will ever throw an X 40 feet up here and hit this part of the.
Could we call it little axe
Yeah.
throwing?
I see what you did there.
I mean, is that
Yes,
does
we
that
can.
work?
You're back
okay,
in.
I'm
You're
back.
back
I'm back.
See, now you're contributing, and we like
right.
that. So you're back in.
Exactly. Just a little axe throwing. That's what it is.
Just a little axe throwing.
Somebody is going to catch one of these square in the dome and die. You know that, right?
Absolutely. And they were saying that. They're like, I promise you, if this hits you, it'll kill you. And they're like, and I'm not saying just the pointy part. If the
Yeah.
blunt end hits you, you're going to die. So, I was
Yeah.
like, all right, that sounds reasonable.
It
Do
kinda
they have
surprised
marshals
me.
in each lane, or are they like, here's your axes, go have fun?
We had one marshal on our side and one marshal on the other side. Where
Was
I
he
tried
full
to.
size?
This dude was a monster. Yeah, this dude was huge.
Okay.
The kind of people that gravitate towards
Axe throwing.
axe throwing are
Tend to be lumberjacks.
Think somebody's going to
Yeah.
do like some people have done at shooting ranges where like you take someone there to murk them for the reason.
Probably.
Like-
Because they can't buy an axe anywhere else, so they're like, I got to
Well,
go
no,
to-
not that, but just
I'm gonna have to rent an axe and kill this dude.
Exactly. Oh, there's a place.
why would they murk someone at a gun range? Because they can't buy a gun anywhere else?
Does that happen?
It's
I don't-
happened.
That's how Chris Kyle
It's
died.
happened.
I know that's how he died, but I mean, I thought that was like an anomaly.
No,
Like, I wouldn't say it's as
it obviously
common
doesn't
as
happen
inner city
every day.
murders,
Yeah.
Okay.
But it happens. Like I've seen video footage of somebody, two people in a stall, one person shooting, another person comes up behind them and puts
on
them out.
accident. You're saying
No,
Oh,
like I think it was like a mother's son. Or
I
something.
did see that,
and it was
Actually, I saw that video.
it was weird. Like
Yeah,
they
that's
went
fucking
like
horrible.
she went there to kill the kid. Like
What?
yeah,
What the?
but that's not a good place to do it because everyone else is armed and you're not. But I guess
I don't think she's trying to get away.
yeah, you're obviously not all right in the head there.
That is so miserable.
Yeah,
For sure.
But I mean, that's what scares me about when I'm in a gun range. I think about that shit. I'm like, there's a lot of people with guns right now.
even accidentally.
Yeah, I mean, I try real hard not to do anything stupid. Like stay.
I think
in
I've
your
only
spot.
been to one gun range actually.
I do the Yosemite Sam. I spin my guns. Double fucking guns.
double guns.
Cocksucker.
I've only been to a gun range one time, like a proper indoor gun range.
I don't like indoor gun ranges.
They're so loud and they cost a
It's
fortune.
just annoying. I like shooting outside.
Yeah, you don't get to shoot at cool stuff. You're just shooting at
Yeah.
paper targets. You're like, that's lame.
I've only done outdoor gun ranges.
Yeah,
so-
that's fun. You get to shoot like glass and trees and various
Everything.
targets.
Yeah. Blow
Yeah.
shit up.
sounds
Tannerite.
alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That stuff is cool. I've never
That's
actually
where it's
shot
at.
something with that in it, but we were at a camp out not too long ago, and guys had some of that stuff. There were some ATF agents there. It's always the people who have access to that kind of stuff
Yeah.
that just abuse it. And they were setting it up, and they put one like in a tree stump, and through the whole night, that tree stump was just smoldering in this little crack. You just see this little bit of smolder. I was like, that's not safe, but it was cool.
They finally blow it up.
Yeah, well, it blew up, but I guess like it just
After
it just smoldered in the crack there, and it just all the other
Gotcha.
stuff they did was like not buckets, like milk jugs
Yeah.
full of it, so it was just boosh.
decimated.
Yeah, it's really pretty cool.
Speaking of, do you guys know a place to go shoot? 'Cause I need to go shooting.
Yeah, my house.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I got that new piece. I haven't taken out
Anytime. Just shoot me a text and come on by.
yet. Get it?
I did,
Yeah.
I did.
Pew pew.
Pew. He's dad joking without even meaning to.
So I was in Delaware, and I was doing yesterday. I got a hotel room.
Yeah,
I was doing on the diet, no carbs.
Well,
doing
what were you
money.
doing up there?
I had a.
that's
my
where the baby shower.
My brother
was,
had a
right?
baby
okay,
shower.
okay.
And then I have two big office buildings that I work with up there. So I figured
I love when you can work.
let's
work
parlay
into it.
this
Yeah,
into
yeah.
work. Yeah,
Work
for a
trip.
work adventure. So I stayed the night, and so I'm like feeling pretty good, eating right, doing it correctly.
Good.
Pulling up to the hotel. Right as I get to the hotel, brand new Fuddruckers across the street from the hotel.
Ooh, that's game.
Yeah,
That's
and I started
game.
twitching like
The listeners know.
the dude in Dumb and Dumber, the cop. He's like,
Sip old grandpa's
cough
cough
medicine. Yeah,
So you went there.
is that
and
a
got,
cardigan?
You got a burger and
Pull
took.
over.
You took the bun off of it and just ate the burger.
No.
Oh no.
No. Have you ever had their buns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is it compared
You
to
two
lettuce?
have had a few dates at a
Actually,
at
their
Fuddruckers.
lettuce is good too. I like the way they have the shredded lettuce. But
They have
I
both lettuce,
Well, I like the shredded lettuce.
but they have both.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. But I like to,
shredded lettuce would be better on a burger.
something about
You know what?
Fuddruckers.
I go back and forth with that.
At
I'll
Because
take your word for
Fuddruckers-
it.
I don't like the falling apart shit. I don't like it when it falls all over the place, so I tend to get the leaf.
But I
Yeah.
have the nacho cheese, and then I have the lettuce smashed into the nacho cheese like a
That's
weird
smart. Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, like a
it
nacho
holds
cheese
it together.
lettuce soup.
Like
yeah.
a
You got it.
bonding agent.
yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you will.
yeah. You're making concrete over there.
Yeah.
Putting the sand, the rock.
Oh, you certainly are.
But this was a new one. Hadn't been to a new one. Total different setup than the old one. I mean,
not
still,
like an Elvis in there and stuff.
I mean,
Do you
yeah,
still
it was
giggle
still
at the
the
name?
same shit. You know what I mean? But it was like they had a big, total different, like a win. It was just different. But
Delaware
it
is
was
so
fucking
weird.
delicious.
You go there and they don't have the sales tax on everything, so it's
Yeah.
so weird when you buy anything. You're like, oh, it's $4.50. Well, here's $4.50. I'm confused now.
Yeah.
Exactly. I can budget.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
New
speaking
Fuddruckers.
of, why doesn't the Commonwealth just fix that? Like Just
Fuck that. How about we get rid of pennies? Can we do that?
Well, I'm down
I
with
would
that.
love to do that.
I'm down with that. But
Let's round to the nickel.
It is about
why
that
can't we
time.
just
Yes.
round the tax in? Like when I look at a
Yeah,
burger,
like when it's on the menu?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like why?
When
it's
you
a-
drop a penny, do you pick it up?
Dude, Angela hates this, but I don't ever take any pennies. Anywhere I go. If
Just
you
leave
hand
them
me
on the
pennies,
counter.
I leave them on the counter, or I leave them on the stoop out front where the guy smokes cigarettes. I don't take pennies anywhere.
If you drop a quarter, do you pick it up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're in the same ballpark then.
I keep everything silver. You'll never find a change tray that I own that does not have all
That has-
silver.
no copper.
No copper. Keep that shit. And Angela's like, give it to me. I'm like, here, get it away from me.
Yeah, I don't. Pennies are the worst.
They
I look
are.
at them as a total hassle.
Yeah.
No, I hear them in my pocket. I'm like, oh, fucking
They
pennies.
sound different.
I did. Well, I don't like the sound of too much change.
And I
in
tell
my
them-
pocket
I hate
in
carrying
general.
change.
And I tell them at the window when I buy something, I'm like, I don't want those fucking 2 pennies.
Yeah.
Or I'll either say that or a lot of times I'll take them and leave them on a stoop or a ledge because somebody will grab them
Yeah.
instead of giving it to the
Yeah,
company.
a child. Children love
Or a
pennies.
guy trying to save it for a cheeseburger.
Or crack.
Yeah, one of the two.
You got to think crack dealers get paid in pennies all the time.
Todos Los Dias.
God, I remember when I first started driving, I was buying gas left and right with loose change all the time. Back when it was 89 cents a gallon or 99
definitely.
cents a gallon, I'd be buying $2.75 worth of gas.
Now they got those coin stars, so they just go dump their fucking Coca-Cola cup into the coin
Yep.
star and get a $2 bill.
You know what's
Coinstar
sad?
loves that. 10%.
Tell me if you guys ever see this, or maybe you don't see it, but it's sad to me when you go in like somewhere, because usually when you're buying gas you don't go in, but like you go in, you're buying a soda or whatever, and somebody comes in and pays like $5 worth of gas. I'm just like, that's sad. Like, it's fucking. You see an adult do that. Like kids, it kind of makes sense, but when you see somebody that's your dad's age come in and buy $5 worth of gas or $10 worth of gas, you're like, first off, you don't have a debit card or a credit card, and you got to come in and do a cash transaction and not even enough to fill your tank up. Like
Yeah.
that
See, if I came into
bums
money,
me out.
if I came into money, I would be dumping money at those people all the time.
Oh yeah,
Like it would be. I've told Angela, like, you'd have to watch me because I would
Give it
be-
all away.
I'd be the
You're
guy
buying
that
people's
would be
stuff left and right.
fumbling with your fucking debit card 2 seconds too long. I got
I
this
got
shit.
you.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. It's just not financially prudent.
No, I'm talking if I had like I was like Scrooge McDuck. I was swimming in a
Yeah,
sweet vault.
It's not how Scrooge McDuck got that way.
Right.
No.
That is your problem. You would be Scrooge McDuck for like a week. Yeah.
I could probably stretch it out to 2 weeks.
Well, if you ever came to that kind of money, you'd have family and friends that you hadn't seen in quite a long time coming up out
I
of
think
nowhere.
you'd see some friends that you'd see all the time because I'd be walking right behind Mr. handing out way too much money.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, man, I sure wish I had a corn
Haley,
dog.
where are you going to dinner tonight? Oh, me too.
Right.
What a coincidence.
Crazy. Yamato again?
Yeah, you sure do
I
like
went there the
Fuddruckers.
other night. I do love that place.
Where?
Japanese
I didn't hear you.
steakhouse.
Yeah.
Japanese steakhouses in general, man. They're just that's where I fell off the wagon the other day. I was eating really well.
Me too.
And then I went to a Japanese steakhouse and they're like, would you like fried rice, regular rice, or just extra veggies? Oh, fried rice, please. You can't even say no.
I fucking love
What
that
always
place.
gets me when I'm trying to eat well is like, I'm down with going to the Qdoba's and Chipotle's of the world and getting the bowl, but 8 out of 10 times I'm not. I'm getting the burrito because, one, I'm paying for it and I'm cheap like that, and two, like if I want a burrito, I want the burrito. Like I want that wrap too. I don't just
Yeah.
want the bowl. And the bowls aren't bad, but I'm thinking I'm paying for the damn thing. It's not like they knock an extra 50 cents off for you.
Would it make a
Exactly.
difference?
I think it would.
That always annoys me. They're like, we'll hold some stuff out for you. Okay?
Yeah.
And because you're going to charge me an extra 50 cents for queso.
Are either one
Yeah.
of you the guys that says, "Hey, can you mix my fucking burrito up for me like a child before you wrap it up?"
No.
No,
These
why?
people do that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They have
That's
to pull out a fork and they.
I didn't know that
stir it
was an
around.
I didn't know that was a
Oh, it's
thing.
an option. You bet your ass it is.
I don't know that I want it, though. I kind of like the
Yeah,
way it is.
I like choosing how much of a rice bite I want versus how much of a sour cream bite I want. You know what I mean?
I mean, mix it your damn self.
Right.
I'd
Well,
be
they
like,
can't because it's in a burrito.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
I thought you meant the bowl.
No, the burrito.
Oh, yeah, I've never heard that.
Right at the end there.
But I mean,
That kind of makes
get it.
sense because you do get like sometimes they make them weird, and sometimes you get
all rice at the
all
end.
all good stuff, and like where they'll put the sauce all down one side, and I'm like, I want the
I'm
sauce on the other side.
starting to come around on this concept. Like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
No.
it.
I
I'm
was
not
thinking
going
bowl.
to do it, but I understand why. Because,
No,
like you
because
said,
you want to
there
be able
are-
to control how much is in each bite.
But you can't if they make it this way and then fold it the other way.
Do you
all
mix
of a
your
sudden
bowl?
You're screwed.
Like if you get a bowl, do you mix it up?
Yes, but I choose what I mix into each bite.
See, I mix the entire bowl up because I want
Oh,
every
really?
bite to have everything.
Oh yeah, no, not me.
Ely's a just-in-time inventory over there.
It's like
He
no,
mixes
well, no.
it for
It's
each
like
bite.
I also like the idea of getting different bites. I like the idea of
Yeah, so
ooh,
you can't
this
just
one's got
mix it all together.
3
I got
pieces
you.
of steak versus the 1 piece of steak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Variation in it. Why not just blend it up and put it in IV drip?
Can we do that?
Basomatic.
Soon
don't,
enough.
Then I don't get to taste it.
Yeah, it'll
There-
be like
there's
Willy
the
Wonka's
problem.
pills.
Yeah.
Before too long. There's
Ooh.
waffles.
The gum or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gravy.
Yeah.
Oh, that kills me. That is the definition of a first world problem right there. Why are they mixing all of my rice and steak and sour cream together?
What is this? A school for ants?
You have ruined my 5,000 calories of food.
I watched Dodgeball last night too. Fucking White Goodman kills me.
Dude, that run of movies they had back in the late 90s with like
I know.
Dodgeball and
yeah, Vince Vaughn and him. Yeah.
and Old School. I mean, when those came out, those were
I watched
game
Step
changers.
Brothers too.
Dude, that has been on heavy rotation lately, and I can't flip past it. Like I'm just like,
I found Step Brothers late in life. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, like it had been out for a long time, and I was finally like, I'll watch it. It's probably one of the funniest movies.
it
ever.
is,
Oh
and,
my
and like you know all the jokes, and they don't ever get old. You just can't wait.
I know. The first time she makes out with him in the doorway, I
Oh,
fucking lose my shit.
I wanna
dude.
ball you up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
He's just
his
wa-
facial expression.
I was gonna say-
like, he doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
He's
like,
wide-eyed.
That movie, I think it's starting to get the recognition it deserves.
Yeah,
Dude,
Oh
when
my
they're
God.
singing in the car,
I know.
"Sweet Child of Mine," and he lays into her because she sucks. He's
Yeah.
like $1,200 a week for voice lessons. That's what I get.
You wrecked my boat, you fucking goon. They wrecked his shit, and the first thing they say is like, "Are you going to invest or not?" Oh, I fucking love
Then
it, dude.
when that bed collapses and he
I
runs,
was just
and he runs back in, he's
Why
like,
did you let him
"Why'd you
do
let us? That was a bad idea."
Yeah, this is how we do it. Yeah. Oh my god,
Does that little dance?
He
We get
does,
so
yeah,
many
that-
activities. He kicks that leg out.
that lunge? Yeah. Oh god, it's great.
Oh.
He's like, it looks like it's one you buy in the store.
Looks nothing like that.
Shittiest
Do we
thing
just
ever.
become best friends?
Yup. Oh my god.
Is there a girl out there that finds that movie nearly as funny as we do?
If
Yeah.
there is, you better put a ring on it.
No shit, right?
I got an interesting deli for us. I don't know if you guys saw
Wow,
me
I can
correct.
smell that thing across the room.
I want you to look at this logo.
Is this a homebrew?
It is not a homebrew, and
That
and
looks like a homebrew.
before you go ahead and put your lips on that thing. So my brother-in-law brought
That's
this.
what he said.
Nice. My brother-in-law brought this, and the logic behind it was he's going for the true deli. He was like,
Which is the
yeah, he's like, I got the IPA. This is the one. This IPA is from Aslan Brewing. Now, all the people up
we've
in-
had that before, right?
Yeah, we've had
Yeah.
we've had some things from there. So Aslan is like everyone I know up in Northern Virginia loves Aslan. I think this
In
is
traffic.
it says
Yeah.
Aslan Beer Company on it.
I
Beer
think it's
Co.
becoming one of the premier breweries up there.
Can
But
I
this
sip this now, Father?
yeah, this one is son of a
Thanks,
bitch.
Dad.
This one is called Man Eating Toaster.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like that gives it an extra half point right there.
I've
So
tasted
that's a
it.
toaster monster on the front, and it says "Good Morning."
Yes.
I wouldn't have known that was a toaster. Had
So
you not.
I've tasted it. I will hold my thoughts, but it'll be interesting to see how this goes down, because when I first tasted it, I came across with a couple flavors, and then as I started drinking it,
Should I tell? Well, I know.
No, don't. I want to see if he gets it.
It's a
Does it say what's in it?
6.5%. Well, it has two of the main flavors on it. It says IPA with blank and blank.
Why the fuck can't I know what it is?
I want to see if you pick up on any of it first.
I
and
pick
then
up fucking ass wipe hops. That's all I pick up.
That's about
what
right.
else is there in there?
Okay, go ahead and tell him what's supposed to be in
It
there.
says with cinnamon and vanilla.
No. With fucking hops. The fact that you got to search it with a goddamn electron microscope to find fucking cinnamon.
All right, that's interesting.
It is interesting, for sure. I think it's got a long road to a deli because of what it is.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that it's
Fucking cinnamon.
it's
What
a
the fuck are they talking about?
Now, this thing smells hoppy from
Do you
3
taste
feet
cinnamon?
away.
Or am
I do not taste cinnamon or vanilla.
So this is the exact conversation that was had Saturday night out here.
Really?
I was like, cinnamon and vanilla. It tastes like a
It's like a
IPA.
fucking IPA.
So after about your third sip, what you'll notice is that your mouth gets that little bit of dried outness that a cinnamon will do to your mouth. That's about the extent of it. I notice it when I'm inhaling, like through my mouth.
Yeah.
That's
That half point's erased by their stupid fucking. Yeah.
All right, I'll go first because the smell of this smells extra hoppy and it doesn't smell like anything I would like. But to me, it tastes pretty clean and it finishes really clean. I don't have a lot of hop. I don't have that hop. I have a hint of that hop aftertaste that most people hate. But I think it's really, really, really clean comparatively speaking. And I don't think this is a bad beer. I would give this a 3.
nice. Okay. I didn't know if you were going to go that high with it because I think it's certainly hoppy, to say the least. Their whole shtick with this thing being the man-eating toaster, it's supposed to have Cinnamon Toast Crunch is what they went for. They went for a Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavor.
In a bowl of grass.
Yeah, like marijuana grass. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's hops.
Right.
Because it's hoppy. Like it jumps out as every bit of hop.
Yeah, but it's not bitter. Like the hop's not strong.
No, it's not. No, it doesn't.
That's
You don't pucker.
No.
I think that's about all that the vanilla did was pull
cut
some
it
of
out?
that hops out because there's a little bit of sweetness to it. They added a little bit of lactose to also smooth it out a little bit. I don't taste it though. Like that's what upset me by it.
Yeah.
But on Saturday night we got to the end of the can, and all of a sudden there it was. It was like boom. There was this cinnamon toast.
Think
But
it's all at the bottom of the can.
It's like
settled.
it's settled. Yeah. So I actually tried to give Ely the
Who's got
ass
the?
end.
Oh,
of
this
it.
is the ass end. Yeah.
Well, that's
Well, there's still
of
some
it.
in here. It's probably half full still, because this is a 16-ounce can.
So the cinnamon is really understated. I think if they were going for that, they could have done a little more. You do get a little bit of that lactose on the aftertaste, which I certainly think is what's cutting
the
the
fuck
hops.
does lactose taste like?
I have no idea.
It's
He
like
does.
it's like a sweet, milky
would.
flavor, and that's why they add it.
Sweet milk?
Sweet milk. You ever had a stout that is really sweet? Oftentimes they're adding a little bit of lactose. It just
Makes it creamy.
but it also adds sugar. It
Okay.
adds a sweetness to it. So I taste a little bit of that. The cinnamon's really understated. I think they could have bumped that up a little more. Is my take on it. I'm with Troy. I would give it a 3. It's not the most ringing endorsement in the world, but
It's not bad. I would not finish it.
I'm going to finish it.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to finish what's in that can. It's a 3. It's not a 1. You know, but I don't think it has enough cinnamon toast crunch to really bring it home for me. So it's just an IPA.
If
to
someone
me.
likes an IPA, I would definitely have them. I would say try this.
And knowing that there's cinnamon toast in there, drink it now and tell me if you taste it. I mean, I think once you settle on the palate a little bit, you start to pick up on it ever so slightly. It's just not enough.
Does it smell like armpits to you?
It does have a little BO.
Yeah. And
So-
there's fucking
Yeah.
granola heads drinking this motherfucker all over the earth.
Well, you can look at the can and tell, like, this is the New World Order. Like, it's all about marketing and cutesy names and flashy cans. Like,
Oh, and go look at their website. These people are marketing wizards. Like their Instagram, everything is gorgeous.
I'm like the 10-year-old that has a sip of beer the first time and thinks it tastes like shit. That's how
Yeah.
I am right now with hops.
Yeah.
I can't believe that somehow so many people bought in and think that they taste awesome. That's where I am.
It's just gotten over the top. Well, so is that a little precursor to where we're going with your?
Yeah, I think
How would
it
you
tastes
rate
like
this?
dog shit, but it's better.
Dog
I will
shit.
tell you,
it's white dog shit.
it's better than many IPAs that we've had. So
Okay.
it's much smoother as far as
The
the amount
IBUs
of hops.
The IBUs aren't on here, but I'm thinking it's low.
Yeah, because it's got a hop flavor.
Yeah.
which I don't like, but at the same time, it's not like excessive.
Yeah.
Okay.
bitter or whatever.
You don't spit take.
No, and
Yeah.
I don't. But I don't taste the flavors. I legitimately just taste, hops. That's all I taste.
Sometimes I wonder if
Yeah.
they just put that shit on
but
there.
it's like a
just
smooth hop.
Yeah. So those flavors did help to at least negate some of the negative parts of hops to you.
Yeah. So, to win an IPA, you're gonna have to find a beer that's got something in it that hides the hop flavor.
yeah.
And that's what they tried to do here. I think he was
On the right track.
on the right track.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that this
Didn't
is
taste
not-
it before he handed it to us.
He did. He was super psyched.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
honestly, he brought him down here.
He thought
were
it was a
trying
winner.
him. He was.
Grinning ear to ear. He's like, "This is the one."
He wanted to give it a shot. Are you telling me it's not?
Yeah.
We've had an IPA win a deli,
I
right?
think so.
Yeah,
Brittany
we have.
would know.
But
Yeah.
we have.
I will tell you again, it's
Headspace.
much better than many IPAs that I've had.
Yeah.
So not on the deli scale, but on the IPA scale.
Yeah, on the
you
IPA
give it
scale,
you give
it's
it some
high.
props.
Yeah, for sure.
But on a beer that you would go get, it's under a 2.5.
Yeah, absolutely.
No deli awarded today.
I'll
my
give
friend.
it a
It's a moral victory.
2.
That's a moral
2,
victory.
2.5.
A 2. There you go. He gave it the old.
Eat a bag of dicks. Yeah,
Basically.
pretty much.
Unfortunately, you did not win this round, my friend. But I'm enjoying
Just a
it.
bit outside.
But I'm enjoying it.
Ball 4, ball 8.
But I mean, you can tell I've had
You've
Decent
drank.
amount of
2/3 of it.
You've drank
which
more
is
of
more
that
than-
than you
Yeah.
usually do.
for sure.
'Cause
If
if
it's
you
a
don't-
beer that's a 1,
You take one sip and you set
I
it
get
down.
a medicine dropper out of that shit.
Yeah.
All right, that's Aslan has missed twice now, but both times Troy and I have actually liked the beer.
Like I said, that's a moral victory right
I
there.
feel bad though because it's like you're asking me to judge something that I fucking despise. Because this is probably a great beer.
But don't feel bad because honestly, people are coming out of the woodworks. Like it's getting to the point now where people are like, I don't want to give you a Hefeweizen because I know I can win.
Yeah,
They
good win.
There is a certain amount of pride if you can put an IPA on the list.
But I get what he's saying because you can't like be a movie critic and go watch a Die Hard or something and be like, okay, I hate action flicks, so
Yeah.
therefore this movie sucks.
Right.
Like,
You have to be able to see the value in everything.
yes,
Yeah. Which I try to mention that I do,
yeah,
but
But everyone wants to keep pushing the envelope, and I respect it. I like that. The majority of people that bring us
no, I do
beers.
too. And if you find one that I like, I'll buy it and drink it.
Well, and there was the one Headspace from Kindred Spirits you actually liked. It won a
Are
deli.
you sure?
I am.
Okay.
Brendan, he knows, he remembers all that stuff. We should have been tracking all this shit, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I've started putting the beer in the image.
Yeah.
So at least you can like scroll
That's
through
the way to do
episodes
it.
and see
Yeah.
it. And it makes it so I don't have to hold out that stupid selfie stick at the end of every episode. Take a picture of us. So
And see us in the same shirts and hats and shit we usually.
I'm definitely my hat addiction has been growing.
Yeah, see, you got a new hat there.
Well, we went back to where the Hell's Lager, probably the highest rated deli that we've ever had over at Fine Creek
Oh yeah,
Brewing.
that's right.
And
See,
I
I
walked
forget.
Right down the
I have
street.
2 brain cells fighting for power up there.
Oh yeah,
And I forget all of these.
I'm right there with you.
the last time I was up there was the picnic basket incident and the wine tasting and the blue pasta. And I went back
Father's
to
Day.
I went back to the provision store and I walked in and the woman knew exactly who I was. She was like, "How was the blue pasta? Did your wife like the picnic basket?"
That's amazing.
She was
To
all
remember
fired
that.
up. Well, I went in there because I heard they got a new like baker, and I wanted to see what they had, which I ended up buying all their baked goods. I was pretty off the wagon this weekend.
Were you just happened to be down there? Or you just
went down there took the brother-in-law and his
Oh,
wife,
okay,
and
okay.
went down there to show them because they're listeners, and they were like, "We got to try the Hell's Lager."
Gotcha.
Like, no problem.
That's a cool spot to take out of towners.
Yeah, but she totally knew who
Is
I
it?
was.
Yeah,
for sure.
Really?
Have you been there?
Yeah.
You don't think it's a neat spot? I think it's real
Did I
picturesque.
miss? It is. See, maybe I missed that. Where is
I
that?
think so.
It's like it looks like a winery, not like a brewery.
But where? Like, if you were looking at the front of the building, where is the cool place to hang out?
In front of the building. That's where we did it Father's Day.
I
out
like
there.
being on the deck. The deck, they have a wraparound like porch or deck right there, and you can sit outside and look out over everything. I like that.
You say over everything. There's legitimately a hill with a fucking apartment down from it.
Well, cottages.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I went there and was way underimpressed. You make it sound like it's something on 151. There's zero view.
I feel like
Oh, I think it's
I
beautiful.
feel like
There's a fucking road and a hill.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
I feel like when I'm out there, and I've only been there once, but I feel like you're sitting at the base of a little outside of Charlottesville. Like
But there's no mountains or
there's
anything.
no mountains per se, but you're up and down a big ass hill.
It got overhyped for you.
Yes.
Yeah. If
And
you go out there and you've been in industrial parks all day hopping from brewery to brewery, and then you end up there,
Yeah.
then it's a significant leap. You're
That
like,
I'll
"Whoa."
give you. That'll give you. But like
But
they were
there's
talking
a-
about having weddings there, and I was like, where would you?
well,
do
there's
that?
a whole
you
nother
see,
spot in
But
the back.
you're missing.
That's
that
what
then.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because down the road,
in the
back in
woods.
there, you hook that first right coming to the brewery. If you keep going down the road, there is this mill, this beautiful mill that looks out over the creek and into the woods, and that is stunning.
They should have put the fucking brewery over there.
Well, they put the wedding because the big money's in the weddings.
Yeah. And I guess they rent those cottages for the weddings,
You got it.
which that's a cool. I mean, they look like really nice little cottages.
Yeah.
Something
They,
different.
they got a good thing going there. They're making,
Like Brendan mentioned,
hand over fist.
around here, all the breweries are in awful parts of town. Like,
But that happens everywhere because you need low overhead
yeah.
and a lot of space.
Well,
you
and
know?
zoning probably regulates, like, you have all these chemicals and big vats and stuff. You can't just be in somebody's neighborhood, you know.
But
You're
I think
making
that's
noise.
a big
you're-
part of it is the amount of space you need.
I agree,
So you need
but
to be
that's
able
why
to buy
you-
a lot of food.
Well, that's why you're better going out like Fine Creek did. You're buying land out in Powhatan instead of paying big money to be in the city of Richmond.
But you're not going to get the traffic of if you're in the city.
But are you?
I mean, they seem to.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of people in the suburbs trying to not go to the city.
Yeah, and the other one just opened right off 288, right? The big brewery opened another spot down there. Kindred
Yeah.
Spirits. Aren't they like in the suburbs?
Kindred
Yeah.
Spirits is in the shopping center in off of West Creek.
Yeah, and Anheuser-Busch's newest
Hardywood's out
brewery, Hardywood. Hardywood's.
I knew somebody had built a.
I'm going to keep pushing that rumor until it comes true. I actually started like doing some research to see if I could find any like internet chatter. It appears that the guys over at Hardywood are pretty anti selling out.
They all are till they get that big check floated in front of their face.
Well, that's what I keep saying. I mean, they're going to sell out.
You're not selling out.
I agree.
We've
man.
argued that too. You're not selling out. Like you're doing,
Why? What do you mean?
or maybe you are selling out. I don't think.
People get horribly offended when a microbrewery stops
I get
being
it, but I'm
privately owned
saying
and goes
pretend
to
that you own the brewery right now. And this goes back to the argument of wanting to work your whole life versus not.
Yeah.
That's at the root of that argument.
Well, you're still going to work there. Like when you sell out, they still want your brewmaster. They still want
Yeah, but do
all
you
those
want
people to
right,
stay in place.
Right. But now you're working to live, or do you want a $30 million check so your worries are over in your life?
You're talking to a dude that would sell out right now. If they were like, Brendan, we like you, the other two
that's
guys,
what-
get rid, I'd be like, done.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what it comes down
Yeah.
to: is do you want
Well, to
the
me,
stability?
to me, it's also like if you're that kind of person that you have the drive to open your own business, and you know it's a brewery, and you're working 80 hours a week, and you make let's say you make $1 million a year after everything, you're making $1 million, right?
That's
Do you think that person's going to be content making $1 million? No, they're going to want to make $2 million.
there's no way these people make. Do you think they can make that kind of money?
I think
No,
he's
I'm just throwing
he's
a
just
round
throwing
number
numbers.
out there. But I'm saying when you're successful at your job,
You want the next level.
You want the next level, and
Yeah.
whether it's $5 million,
Which
whether
is
it's $500,000, because we talked about it in the past about like the bell curve of like once you start making X amount of dollars,
It's over 70.
yeah, you're kind of gilding the lily, right? But
that's an amazing thing too. That dynamic we could talk about for a while, and that's and you see it in sales organizations, all businesses, is that this constant desire to grow.
Well, you see it on
Gotta
Shark Tank
do
all
more.
the time,
Crazy.
right? Where these people come into Shark Tank and they're like, "Yeah, we made $2 million last year," and they're like, "What are you doing here?" They're like, "We need you because we want to do this," and they're like, "No, you're doing great. Just keep doing what you're doing."
Right.
Like,
And
it's
unfortunately,
never enough, right?
There's always a point of diminishing returns because I've been in every sales organization, all kinds of sales, and it's always you got to do better than last year. Got to do better. It never goes down.
I will say though, there is one place where that doesn't happen, and that's in blue collar work. There's many blue collar companies that are like,
Turn work
I'm
away.
where I am.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about taking on more work. I got more than I can handle. This is where we're comfortable. I don't
Yeah.
want to be the king of the.
But that's smart
the
because
FH fur.
It
Yeah.
is.
I have
smart.
seen organizations keep striving to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But there's a point where now you can no longer sustain the quality of the work you did.
Exactly.
You're just selling more.
Yeah.
And then that ultimately hurts it, and then the collapse does occur.
Yeah, and you could fall back to nothing. So it's like, congrats.
Yeah, because once you ruin your reputation,
you cut off your nose to spite your face.
and it happens.
Another thing that's shocking to me too is when the company goes from small to big is that desire or that need that they feel to spend money on stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're rolling out this new thing or this new software
Yeah.
program, or now we're no longer using QuickBooks. We have to buy this $500,000 program.
We need
You're
a whole
like,
new fleet
what
of
is with
vehicles
this?
and new
Yeah.
building and
Right.
new.
Well, I get certain things like that help the company.
Yeah, because you need a bigger building, you're building more stuff,
right.
whatever it is.
But I mean,
But
like,
you might not. You might not. You might just have that.
But I think to Ely's point, the blue collar goes, hey, actually, we hit the right spot.
Yeah.
The quality's where we want it to be. We don't take on new clients. You actually see that with doctors and dentists.
Yeah.
They get to a point where they go, I've hit the point of diminishing returns. Another patient means I don't get to see these patients as well as I should.
I had an HVAC guy over my house today, and I was talking. My brother works part time with him, and I was talking to him about like how he runs his business, and I said, you probably run off word of mouth. He's like, yeah. He's like, I don't do any advertising. He's like, I do good work, and those people give me enough work. And he's like, I got business cards. That's about all I do. Like, I pass out business cards. He's like, and I don't have another crew. It's me and a helper, or some jobs I'll hire 3 or 4 helpers if they're big jobs, but it's me because I hire on more crews.
He doesn't want the responsibility of
and
all
out
that.
the door goes more money. So it's like,
Well, and on top of that, say you got a big job, and now Frank's working it, right? You can't control what Frank does. He could ruin your reputation.
Exactly.
So as long as he can keep it to the point where he can keep his finger on the pulse,
Yep.
then he can control quality. So there's something to be said for that.
Well, and like you were saying about the blue collar thing, like those guys get it. They realize they start making that $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, maybe even a 6-figure a year job, and they're like, "Oh wow, I am living comfortably right now. I don't need to make $200,000, $300,000."
The smart move is you get to that point and you hire somebody smarter than yourself who can run a company at that level.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, most of the people who make it, they were good at doing what they do.
Yeah.
And now they don't need to do that.
Yeah.
They need someone who can run. They need a CEO.
Yeah.
And so you hire someone.
Mm-hmm.
You spend a lot of money and you bring them on. Of course, ask Papa John how that went.
Yeah.
That dude. You see the new Papa John's boxes don't have Papa John on them?
Did you see he's suing them?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Papa John suing Papa John.
Papa John. It came across my phone. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it said.
Like, that's crazy.
He said a quote that was from someone else,
I thought you were
right?
going to say like Tom Sawyer because
Yeah,
he dropped
yeah, it was
some,
Tom
he dropped some
Sawyer, yeah.
words he shouldn't say.
What'd he say?
Some Huck Finn stuff.
Yeah, but it was he said it like in a quote, and like that was enough to kill him, which to me is like
He was trying to talk about how he understands racial equality and understands the importance of it in particular. And he was on a marketing call with an ad agency, and he decided to start using examples from his hometown about some of the things that he has seen. And so he started making comments about lynchings and things like that. You can't, there's no context in the corporate world
But
where you can say it and not get crushed because someone
but didn't
got
his
offended.
PR person sell him out?
Well, the ad agency sold him out pretty quick. The ad agency was like, He dropped an N-bomb on the phone today.
Yeah.
But he was saying, I always heard these words. That's
Yeah.
kind of how he was positioning it. And they were like, absolutely not.
I mean,
forget this.
That's insanity.
So the context is what was weird about it.
Yeah.
But that dude, John Shatner, he's been kind of spiraling a little bit around the drain.
He's caught flack in years past.
Yeah, for the last
things.
5 years, he's been a bit of a loose cannon. I think he got to the point where he was Papa John. You know,
Yeah.
he's just
hanging out with Peyton Manning.
Yeah, he just
slinging
got
pizzas.
too big
For sure.
and so he felt like he could say things because he's using context.
6'5"
but in
quarterback
this
with a
day and
laser
age-
rocket arm.
In this day and age, context doesn't matter
No, it does not.
because a soundbite is what'll get you killed.
Oh, yeah.
No one goes. Here's the 5-minute diatribe they went on.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
see how they use the word here.
Here's where he quoted
Nope.
something.
It's just that soundbite, and that was the undoing. And now he's gone. I mean, Papa John doesn't have Papa John Shatner anymore.
That's
wild.
crazy.
And the boxes look weird. It just says pizza, Papa John's. And
Well, they got
there's nothing
sued a
else on it.
while ago for their logo anyway, for saying better
For what?
ingredients, better pizza.
Yeah, that's not on there either.
Yeah, somebody said you can't say that, because you can't prove it's better ingredients.
Well, yeah, I can.
I'm just saying.
Here's what we used to use. Here's what we use.
First
They're now
off,
better.
you can.
But it's
Yeah, but
that
you're-
same
you're
argument. You
insinuating-
can't say new and improved then. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's
We live in such a fucked up world.
Yeah,
We
we're
absolutely
litigious
do.
as shit. I mean, it's just silly. How often have you thought about suing someone, or how often have you actively sued someone? I know people in my life that are looking for that.
I've had opportunities to sue people and didn't do it.
Yeah, it sounds like a nightmare.
Oh, it's absolutely a nightmare. But it was I had an opportunity where I could have sued a bar. And I was like, but it's not the bar's fault. Morally.
when you got
yeah, when I got
Colcott?
fucked up. And I was like, I called a lawyer because I was like, hey, what are my options here? And they're like, we should sue that restaurant group. They didn't provide a safe environment. And I'm like, I felt like the environment was fine. It was
Yeah.
the crazy person. That's what
Yeah.
I was worried about. And they're like, no, we sued the restaurant group. That's where the money is.
yeah,
And I
that's
was-
where the money is.
and I go,
You're exactly right.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. I think I'm good then. All right, thanks.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know. And I was like, that's not a good option. They didn't do. If they had served me something and I ate a mozzarella stick and became paralyzed,
Yeah,
I'd probably be a little upset with the restaurant group. I think maybe we should talk. But that's not what happened.
they should only serve things in Dixie cups.
Damn
right?
it, I'm going back. I'm suing them.
This is Dixie.
Screw me.
I don't know.
Well, it's
man.
just like the whole tweet thing. You sent
Yeah.
me something about the guy.
Yeah, it's happened multiple times. It seems to be a lot of baseball. Baseball player the other day, 25 years old, was throwing a no-hitter or something, and then he comes off the mound and basically got berated for tweets he sent at 17. And it's just is this where the world's going? If you have any success anymore, people are just going to go through, and these hackers are going to dig up any and everything they possibly can.
I'm so fortunate that I didn't come up in a day and age where social media was there. I think
we all are.
Will Smith said that once. He was sitting there in an interview with his kid, and he was like, "I feel bad for my son because his son was getting
Yeah.
in trouble for the stupid shit he says." And he's like, "If I came
and
up,
he's Will Smith's son, so there's a whole.
but he's like,
nother-
if I came up at that time, I never would have made it."
But don't you think that our ad culture is the entire reason behind majority of this?
Our ad culture,
Yeah, this ad culture that we live in.
because of the fact that you're beholden to an
That's
advertiser.
the only reason people are saying anything.
Well, that's the only thing that you can fight back through is the money, and the money comes through the ads, the sponsorships. Is that what you're getting at?
The only reason people give a fuck and apologize or do anything is because that they have.
Because
they
it
have
affects
to
them
get that money.
monetarily. Yes. Yeah, I think that's why celebrities and everybody,
Right.
because your
Which is- so to
sponsors
my
are going to
point,
disappear.
I think it's created the
Sure.
monster that we are in.
Because-
a large portion of it.
Because the only way to hurt somebody, if I got reamed out on Twitter and it didn't affect me, financially, what do I care? Right? But if I had a shoe deal and a deal with Kraft Mac and Cheese and I say something stupid on Twitter and then they pull all that money, then it hurts me. It's the only way you can hurt people who are celebrities.
I just don't understand how we're holding these kids, these juveniles, accountable at the age of adulthood when they get in a criminal world. If you do something at that age, you get a second chance.
Yeah, if you're 17 years old, you rob somebody, they go, you were an idiot. We're going to forgive you at 19 and move on.
Yeah.
And you send a tweet at 17, you have that account at 30, and they see it.
And you got to think at 17 to 25, like, you're a different person, right? I mean, I like to think I was.
In particular, those years from 16 to 21 are crazy. 21 to 25, still very much so. But
well, imagine too, like, you're a 17-year-old high school phenom athlete, which, Brendan, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about.
But I didn't have
here.
social media.
Exactly. But then next thing you know, a few years later, you're a multimillionaire, starting every fifth game for a franchise. Like, you're a different person. You can't help but be a different person at that time.
If I had any advice for every athlete that's out there, the day you go pro, or actually, you know what? 3 months prior to going pro, because that's probably about the time that it matters, delete all your social media and get a new handle.
Yeah.
Because Lovebug69 is not even a good Twitter handle anymore any damn way. Well, it's the dumbest shit.
I have a buddy who's big into technology, and when Twitter came about, he sent me the info and was like, dude, get in on this. This is going to be the hot new thing. And I remember thinking...
He was right.
He was definitely right. He started a Twitter account. But I remember thinking, this is the dumbest thing ever for me or any rando person. Now, I guess you got to have one so you can follow your favorite band or your favorite restaurant or your favorite whatever. And I see why those people have it, because it's a direct link to your fans. But why every Joe Blow in the world needs a Twitter handle, that I still, in 2018, I can't wrap my head around. Like, what am I going to be tweeting out there?
I don't tweet much, but I love Twitter.
But because you use it to follow people.
I use it to cultivate. Like, if I'm watching a Cubs game and some dude gets hurt, then I'll just put that dude's name, like, in Twitter and just watch the feeds, because eventually someone in the locker room is going to see something and be like, it's a hamstring. Little shit like that. Like instant. Or if there's a disaster somewhere and you just start following it, you're going to get the raw feed before it gets to the news. You get a lot of misinformation, unfortunately, but at least it's steady, real-time information.
I guess ultimately I really shouldn't tell anyone not to get on Twitter and spout off at the mouth, since that's basically what we do here.
Just be mindful.
And the leader of our country doesn't.
Well, yeah, that's
God on the.
But
right.
how's that working for him? Honestly,
good.
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah, I mean, he disarmed North Korea.
I mean,
by calling him a rocket.
But
man.
Most people hate the fact that he does that.
I do too, but I'm only now realizing, my God, it's doing something.
I was going to say most people hate it, but I think a lot of the people that hate it are turning the corner on it not being big enough of an issue.
Think so? Think they're turning the corner?
Yeah, because of certain things that he's doing.
I feel like no matter what he does, his results don't matter. He's going to be hated by.
It depends on who you ask.
Half the country.
If you ever want,
which is scary to me, right?
If you ever want to look at how,
but you're under the impression that if he didn't tweet and he was a different person,
no, they still hate him.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I just can't I can't wrap my head around like people hating someone or something with positive results coming in. Either way.
Well, they may not view them as positive, or they may not know that there's anything positive, or
I think the jury's out, right? Like any president. If you want to see what people really think of him, you got to wait 15, 20 years.
I get to give you my synopsis. I think he's a fucking miserable person. I think he's a horrible person to be president, but he's producing results in a lot of areas that I think matter.
But don't you think he's harming in other areas?
Absolutely.
Okay. So then you're of a sound mind.
Can't you say that every president has had good and bad, and it all kind of
look at the legacy.
Sure. It all kind of comes out to even at the end of the day,
but I can't
right?
think of a president who I have not liked their personality more than him.
Oh, no doubt. I would say that.
Yeah. So I think that could be fueling.
What? That guy's awesome.
That could be fueling a lot of the fire. You know what I mean? Because
his
personality, it makes him easy for people to not like him.
Yeah.
But that's a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no brainer.
Right.
It's people don't like him.
Right.
Yeah, I get that. But look at even a guy like W.
Mm-hmm.
Now here we are just this many years later, and like the perception has changed a little. I mean, you remember how much we
you always do that when the president's done. You're always like, oh, this guy was much better than we thought he was. But like I can't stand the tweeting, and I'm starting to turn the corner on the fact that he's opening everybody up to like years and years in the past. Nobody knew what the president was thinking. You just get these stupid, they come and talk and they say these speeches. You know exactly what's going on because he's dumping it out there.
I know what that dummy says.
The straight line of
There's no
communication from him to the people has to have validity. The fact that he goes and on live TV and tells the European Union they got to start spending more money, like, yeah, it's brash, which I don't like, but that shit needs to be said.
We'll see. We're either headed down the idiocracy lane, like this is the.
We're already going. There's no turning back from idiocracy. In fact,
unfortunately,
I've gotten into arguments about people about who can beat Trump, and I firmly believe, I'm calling it right
Tom
here,
Hanks.
The only way that the Democrats win is if they run somebody who's not a politician. Mark my words.
I think they know that.
No, they do not.
No,
they think Bernie or fucking Biden is going to be the answer.
You're crazy. It's going to be Oprah.
It's got to be somebody from out, because if you run somebody from inside, you're missing the whole point why Trump got elected.
Wouldn't that basically, shoot them in the foot because they basically have been saying that Trump's awful because he's not a politician?
No, not at all.
They have been saying that, or
no, that would not hurt them in one bit.
Okay.
Now, that was an argument very early, and they had to leave that one.
Yeah, they'll get rid of that because they know that, dude. I mean, people watch the fucking Kardashians. We are down idiocracy. There's no turning back. Absolutely.
The first time we get a president that has a sex tape, that's when we're officially Kardashian.
Well, I was listening to Rogan on the way over here, and they were talking about presidents and how chances you'll never see a president that's not married and doesn't have a family, and how weird,
We're really Puritan about that.
Yeah,
we're pretty hard.
But are we?
Yeah, that's why.
But I don't think. We might be 4 or 8 years away from seeing one that's not either of those things.
Nah, we're pretty.
Yeah, I think it's longer than that.
You think?
That's the one. That's the one we hold
just
up.
threw out Kardashian.
I said we watched.
She's
Kardashian.
married.
I know, but
she's married.
Well, she is married.
No, that's the one we hold up.
Throughout Kardashian, people watch dumb shit, is what I'm saying.
But like
Kardashian
that's why
could never. It needs to be somebody that has like a Mark Cuban that can fucking talk and knows what they're talking about. It can't just be a.
They need to have that
retard. You know what I mean?
They need to be
agree.
famous, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's.
But famous, you can't just be famous and walk up there. You have to have intellect, and at least that's when the title really turns. Is when you can just be.
But we already had that. We had Reagan. Reagan was a famous
the tide
actor.
on idiocracy will turn when it's somebody that's legitimately dumb. That they were clearly just hired because.
Well, don't we kind of have that? You're saying he's got enough business and acumen that
no, he's not.
overrides.
He's not dumb. He just has. He has a lot of personality flaws that are.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Like, I mean, his brain doesn't work. The neural highways from his brain to his mouth don't work right.
But I think that's what we were getting at, though, and what makes sense is that he's using Twitter in that vein to communicate directly. And what we were talking about originally was that Twitter's getting people in trouble right now. I mean, for sure. Now, fortunately, he's somehow been able to dodge. He's like the Teflon Don right now. But these sports stars, we don't give them a break, really. I mean, that stuff comes out. And if there's ever been a group of people who...
We give them a break. But there's elites somewhere
Yes.
that don't give them a break.
But there's people who aren't going to make the next team, that aren't going to get to go to this city, even though they're batting 350 because they said something stupid when they were 17. Because we've had 2 baseball players in the last week get absolutely destroyed for Twitter comments from way back in the day.
Yeah.
We had that kid who was in the NCAA tournament. He had made some stupid comments back in the day. He fell in the draft stock. Delete your old tweets.
But even when you delete stuff, it's not deleted, right?
Sure, but if you delete it before, once you see that fame is on the horizon, change your name.
But not a lot of people do.
I think people are still like, I've got an old Yahoo account that I never want to get rid of.
Well, I see. My thing is, I think even if you did see fame was on the horizon in a year, there's going to be one or two people out there trying to pull you down. With no skin in the game, they're going to hunt down those things.
It's human nature.
It's not human nature. That's
to try to take down your neighbor.
That's not human nature.
That's why they said don't covet your neighbor's wife.
It's
That's
not
why
human. I would never in a million years spend time and effort trying to find dirt on anyone to pull them down. I don't think that's human nature. Now,
oh, you're crazy. They're trolls. What do you think a troll is?
that doesn't mean that's not human nature. Humans do it. Then he murders human nature.
I think that people, and we've talked about this before, that you don't tend to you don't seek out the bad, but I think the vast majority of people, they like seeing people come down a peg. I don't know why. I just think that is human nature. It makes you feel better about yourself to see someone else come down or take that person down. It's not right. I'm not saying I subscribe to that theory, but I think
I don't think we want to admit that it is, but I think we are more than anything.
I just don't understand why we put kids on a pedestal. Like, kids are stupid. Okay.
As far as when they become adults, you mean like the Twitter thing? Or
yeah, you can't. I'm not going to be mad over what somebody said at 17. I'm just not.
I was an idiot at 17.
Yes.
If the things that were said when I was 17 were released, people would not like me. And I do think
I was
I'm a good
idiot
person.
until my late 20s. Easily.
I think 25 is the age.
Yeah, but something tells me, though, true or false, if you had a 16-year-old daughter and some 17-year-old said some fucked up shit, you'd be less likely to say that.
I'd be
furious.
Hold on.
Right.
But that's because my daughter's 16, and that asshole's 16. Her entire
If they're
universe.
both 17, whatever.
It doesn't matter. At that age time, you don't see it. I mean, I don't think I really pulled my head out of my ass till 25.
Yeah, I fully agree with that.
You know what I mean? And so
Now, okay, so you're saying if I had a 16-year-old daughter and this 16-year-old baseball player, I saw his Twitter account, and I was like, all right, this guy's an idiot. Yes, I might tell her, watch out for this guy, he's an idiot. But I definitely can't run things back 8 years later and say, but remember back then, you said that.
Yeah,
that's not cool.
For sure.
But the concern is if your 17-year-old's running around with 17-year-olds saying that stuff, then it does rub off. I've noticed little changes in my kids just being at they're a sports camp and all the kids are older than them. Little subtle changes in what they try to get away with and what they say and what they do because they're learning from a slightly older crowd, and it's real.
Oh, for sure.
My kids would have never done anything shady, right? They just don't do that. The other day we had they don't know that it's an option. Then they just got taught, say at the club they go to for camp right now, that there's a house account. You can just say, hey, put it on the account.
A credit card.
Yeah, and there's a credit card they have access to just by saying, I'm so-and-so. They never would have known that.
But they don't know that's bad either.
Oh, they knew it was bad because I heard them talking about it in the back seat, don't talk about the candy that we put on the house. See, they don't know it's bad enough. They don't know how to hide it well yet. But I was like, I wonder what that is. So I mentioned it to my wife the next day. There's charges run up for all kinds of sodas and gummy worms and crazy shit. And I'm like,
well, we had the same thing happen with my oldest one because they have the credit card. You put the money on their card for school lunches, and about half the time he eats school lunches, half the time he eats packed lunches. Well, he figured it out. I can just go and get a second lunch or get another bag of chips. And he just did it because he was like, I'm hungry. I'm going to go back and get some more.
Yeah.
Well, we got to hey, your account's almost low. And we're like, why is your account low? And you're another one, he's sitting pretty. You see it itemized. You're like, dude, you had 3 bags of Doritos and an extra lunch. I was hungry. Okay, well, look.
But they learned that, right?
Yeah.
That was my whole point. At 17, I would be concerned if they were hanging out with someone like that. But if they were hanging out with someone at 25 who said things at 17, I'm not likely to hold their 17-year-old actions against the human that I'm looking at who's now a 25-year-old.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You just you grow up. But in
if
that
you've
moment
done something, I mean, and we're not talking murder here. We're talking about saying something stupid. We've all said something stupid.
But kids don't realize they can't put it out on the internet.
Exactly.
Social media is
it's so new. I mean, we recognize that throwing things on the internet is dangerous. But when you've lived in the internet age, you put everything on the internet. So why wouldn't you say your stupid, funny joke, tweet it to your buddies, your 6 followers, hey, here's a stupid joke.
And that's it. You got 6
Yeah,
followers and you
exactly.
make some dumb comment, and now you're a millionaire, and they're like, oh, look at this. And
That's
now
basically what
Nabisco
Twitter
deal's
is.
gone.
Yeah.
That's what Twitter is to kids. It's a group text message.
But young kids, they know better. They're starting to see the
Well,
ramifications.
now they are, yeah.
It was just unfortunately that era that came up when there weren't ramifications
In
yet.
between, yeah.
They had to learn it the hard way, and I do think the young kids now, like the young kids, they're going to be smart about that. Or they're going to put all their shit on some social media that's like localized.
Yeah.
Like that they can just talk to their friends and have it disappear, hopefully.
I don't know. It's just crazy to think you can run it back on people like that. It's a sad way to
People suck.
people do suck. People mess up, you know? You got to
People suck.
They do.
Not a bad episode now.
Well, it's just like, why are you getting so worked up when you're removed 10 times from you don't even know this guy, right? Most of these people are throwing a hissy fit, no connections to this guy, no connections to anything, but yet they're triggered, they're offended.
I'm telling you, I am of the firm belief that people giving a fuck is an illusion.
Yes.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yes.
It's just elite people telling other people that they need to give a fuck.
I think it's a way, because I think this is human nature, because I think we all do this. It's a way to make it about them. It's a way to tie themselves into the situation, right? So when we all tell stories and we all do it,
It's virtue signaling.
You tell a story
Yeah,
about
I'll give you that.
the one time you wrecked a car or you were in a car accident. Well, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell a
One-upper.
story. Yeah. And maybe I'm not trying to one-up you, but we share this common bond, right? Well, you're over here tweeting 8 years ago. I'm out of the mix, right? Well, I need to get in this mix because
I find your tweet, retweet it. Now look at me.
Yeah, I gotta make it about myself. I'm offended. I'm offended by this. I'm triggered. I gotta make it about me. I found you. You know, it's like you're just trying to interweave yourself into this. It's like
Because you want to be bigger.
focus on you. Focus on your family, your community. It's the same thing with the president. Like, really, if you keep your nose down and you work hard and you focus on your family and your community, what
Zero
he's
impact.
doing
Yeah.
isn't affecting you a lot one way or the other.
Yeah.
If you want to follow him closely and let everything he says and does trigger you, then that's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And that's human nature.
Yeah.
I wish more people would reach out to us and try to make them part of what we're doing.
Yeah. we appreciate it. We do have, as you know, we have a street team now.
Dude, that was great. When you were sending me that, you've got like
Got some friends.
a group of
we're gonna keep them incognito.
group of street team that's out there.
the ITPA street team. Let me
hitting
know
up
if you
the
went in
bars.
on it.
I think we should do this. If listeners do want to be part of the street team, basically all you got to do is say, yeah, I want to be part of this. We'll just send you a bunch of stickers, and you can just start putting them up.
And koozie. We'll get you a koozie too.
I want to see some stickers.
Well, after
I
the
wanna
stickers
see-
start going up.
I want to see you send me some pictures of stickers. No, but I like where your head's at.
Yeah.
Like if someone really is like, I'm going to be going out to breweries, I'm out at bars all the time, I want to promote,
Yeah.
I'll send you 10 stickers.
Yeah, slap the stickers up. So we got a street team out there, and I appreciate it. They were out at some fan bars slapping our stickers around. So if you're out in the fan, look for our yellow ITPH stickers.
And we're going to buy more yellow. I
Yeah.
think that's the way to do it. They're
I
bright.
like the yellow and
they
black.
pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we pick up some more of those, and anyone who wants to get out there and start spreading the word, we'll give you the means to do it.
Yeah, and then
Start
we'll
putting
reward you
stickers
with a
out.
koozie if you do a job well done.
So I'm saying I want to see a couple pictures.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll throw in a koozie. I know who they're good
I
at.
know I know our street team I have working right now. They've done work, so they're guaranteed a koozie.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we should definitely give the people what they need so they can
Yep.
start putting the word out there. It can't just all be Cincinnati swaps,
Not all.
but I don't mind a Cincinnati swap. If you guys don't know what a Cincinnati swap is, just grab somebody's damn phone, sign them up for the podcast.
You should know by now.
It's about as simple as it gets, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
It's the oldest trick in the book. Well, at least
Start
back
with
to
your mom,
2000.
who will never listen, but get those downloads going.
I know my mom's listening.
That's a shame.
I know what
Love
my-
you, Miss Kennedy.
There you go. If you haven't had a chance to send us any topics, we'd love to hear what's on your mind. Send them to insidethepallethouse@gmail.com, or you can reach out to us on the Facebook page, or always on Instagram and Twitter at ITPH Podcast. We'd love to hear what you have going on. And don't forget to rate and review. It only helps our cause. What? Rate and review? You looked at me?
No.
Same thing?
Yeah, no.
Redundant? It happens.
No, I'm with you.
We'll be talking to you guys. We'll be talking to you guys next
You
week.
didn't mention MySpace, but okay, move along.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Troy.
That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?
Anybody else want to talk on the mic? Get this shit stick out of here.
Alright, wanna go get the coolers. Hola, adios.
There's nothing to see here.
It's weird podcasting as I rate this pile of money.
There's nothing to see here.